So, thank you. Welcome once again to our Kwimbo Bank demonstration videos. Kwimbo Bank is a records keeping platform for village bank groups. It makes a special sense for those who want to not only understand how their group is really doing by digging into the data of their group, but also for the treasurers and the admins. Sometimes you can even spend nights on end dealing with the Excel reports and sending those to your members. Kwimbo makes your life easy in that regard. So I just wanted to spend a couple of moments just to explain why we feel this platform is very useful and valuable to all of you out there who are members of village bank groups or are administrators of these groups. Once your group has been uploaded, there is a real-time tracking of the performance of your group. Kwimbo Bank is able to give you loan repayment rates, credit scoring, and this is a customized credit scoring for village banks. So it will rate on a tier the savings behavior, the repayment behavior of members, and then aggregate that into an actual group score. Administrators and members are able to see how their group is really performing, by giving you real financial intelligence on your repayment rates, how quickly your interest is growing, your credit scoring, as we've already mentioned. There are, general tables of your savings as a group, how they've been coming in, and just from that table, you're able to see just a little bit more information than the way an Excel sheet would come out, or if you're recording your group information over a booklet. We have tables, graphs, and bars so that you can see for yourself how your group is really performing at a glance. Oftentimes, because we are so busy, we may not be able to understand how the group is really doing. And we've heard stories of groups where, money has gone missing, members have gone with it because of that little bit of lack of accountability. What we're trying to do is bring this accountability to the fore so that you really understand how your group is really doing and account for each penny that goes out. The platform right now is absolutely free. We've used services online that allow for no cost at all at the moment. Yeah, your records are safe. Sometimes a computer can crash, or a book can get lost, and all those Excel documents that you have go missing. So that's where Kwimbo also is of advantage. So on our website, kwimbobank.com, all this information is ready for you to review. But just for you to see in real time what we mean, if you already have an account and you are already on this platform, you simply log in. And just to say, we do have a mobile app for Android users only at the moment. So all this has been condensed into a mobile app so that you can actually do and see these things on the go. So on this tab, everything has been designed to be very simple. You have these tabs on the side here. You can view your own personal analytics. You can look at each and every member, how they're doing, their roles in the group. You can also import. Let's say you have another group that you are a member of. You can import their details onto the platform so that on your member dashboard here, you can have multiple groups. Okay, this is the dummy group, obviously, but you can have multiple groups if you like. Now, if we just zero in on this dummy group that we've created, under this analytics tab, this is where the group analytics is done from. So from here, you can click on any member and just look at how they're doing. You can check out their credit score, okay? And as we mentioned, the credit score uses these 5 metrics: payments, their savings history, their actual history, the utilization of the fund, and their behavior. Each of these has got their own metric weight, which you can see more details of on the website. You have a table here, an individual table of their savings behavior. But as you go down the page now, you get to what we call the group metrics, okay? Here you get the group credit score, the repayment rate for the group. In this case, the repayment rate is pretty bad, as you can see. The rate of interest growth on a month-by-month basis. Okay, that's information that will really be good for you so that as you're giving out this money, as you're loaning out this money, you're very clear in your minds how quickly your fund is growing so that share out, you're very much aware. We have a monthly summary table here that aggregates all the savings, all the repayments, and all the loans dispersed for each and every month. These are figures that can easily be seen as opposed to looking at a whole bunch of numbers on an Excel sheet. Then now we come to the actual tables. Here is the monthly fund performance bar chart, okay, that stacks together the loans given out, the repayments, and the savings. Basically, all this table information put into a bar chart, of course. Here you have a trend line of how your savings are going. Usually at the beginning there are lots of savings, but then as the months go on, there's this trend line that you want to see. Are we going up in our savings trends, or are we generally going down? That's good. Here's a loan repayment trend. Now this is pretty bad. These guys in this group, when they're paying out their loans, pretty much no one is paying back. Now, you want to have a target of 80% and above in terms of your loan repayment. So this figure is very good. If you see that you're doing pretty badly, this is what you use to get your group together. This loan repayment line drops down to these repayment rates where you actually see, okay, so for June, we're expecting 2 million kwacha in loan repayments in terms of installments, but we only got back 4,000 kwacha. This is information that is very, very key for you so that you can zero it down, and get to the money, get to where things are going wrong, and attack those issues more credibly, but also in an open setup where people are accountable to each other and not just you as group admins. So there are other tables which you can explore. I especially like this where is the money table, where you can see where the money actually is in terms of a donut. Interest collection, okay, every month it has a tracker of how much interest you've collected. In January, this is how much we got. In March, because we're paying so badly, this is how much we're making. The last table is pretty cool. It's called the loan accountability panel, where you can see as groups who is in default and by how much, so that each member is accountable to each other. We really feel that these features are good for you to make informed decisions. Sometimes you can lessen on how much you're exposing yourselves if someone's loan repayment is very bad. When you come up here to the members list, you can actually zero in on their actual credit score. Okay, so here I can look at Frida, and it will give me the areas of improvement. As an admin, I can edit their amount just in case I've missed a payment, so that maybe their score can be more fair. But yeah, this feature takes into account payment history, savings, utilization of the fund, history and behavior, and all of that information, because it's backdated, is condensed into these credit scoring systems. So you can even scroll down to see who's doing really badly. Here we have a poor scorer in Chambeshi Kaumba, and these are the people. And when this information is open, you're able to now make informed decisions as a group collectively. People should be held accountable. This is a fund that everyone is meant to benefit from. At the end, there's even a scorecard of how well people are doing in the fund. So these features, I think, bring out the information in your Excel sheets in a more actionable manner. And we think it can be very helpful to the growth prospects of your group. So yeah, that's another feature for you another reason for you guys to sign up to Kwimbo Bank. Thanks.